Welcome back to the Chin-Waggin podcast for episode 3. We are missing Chris Bow this week. He's on holiday. As soon as restrictions go, he's not travelling abroad. By the way, Jesus Christ, let me put a disclaimer out there right away for any Karens. He's gone on a sort of getaway to a city. So it's myself and as we met last week on this. No, I always point the wrong way. This side of the screen, we've got Bonk back again. The fans demanded him so much, so he is back. This week we are going to talk about. It's all about the Euros, baby. Euro 2020 coming up. Well, technically 2021, I guess. But we're gonna firstly discuss the 26-man squad that we personally would take, and discuss that. Then possibly go on to talk about our starting lineup for the first game, and then a little bit of chatting about predictions for the tournament in general. Obviously, England are going to play a big part, but we will talk about different teams. And yeah, that's that. You know what I might do, and I'm going to leave this in. I might try and find a little jingle noise that can like separate the intro from the next bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a little
Wait, what? We have our music.
Yeah, I know, but
we just had that, surely.
That's like an intro, but I'm just talking like, like filler music. Like on like Batman and back in the day and stuff, like they used to have like a and then like
yeah,
like something like that.
Yeah,
but not quite that dramatic. So like that.
some light jazz.
Yeah, some light jazz. But for now, we're just gonna have to go on to it. So yeah, I mean, how do you want to do it? Should we just go through?
I say we start with our keepers. We pick our keepers and we just kind of go from there.
Oh, I've lost my bit of paper with mine on. I found it. Right, yeah, crack on. You go first, my friend, as the guest.
Okay, first two keepers, probably very easy pick. My number one is going to be Pope.
Mm-hmm.
And Pickford is my number two. I've spoken to a lot of people about this as well, and a lot of people haven't picked Pickford, which I think. I know he shouldn't be number one, but he's good enough to be at least the backup.
I've not picked him. I've not picked Pickford.
You
but
really?
I guess I kind of have a personal dislike to him, but I don't think he was good in the last tournament. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah.
But I just don't think he's got any better. Like I think he's declined.
Yeah. It won't help playing for an Everton side either.
No, of course.
Because they are the most bang average team. They are constantly mid-table. Yeah, I know. But
yeah,
couldn't keep it. So who have you got as your main two? I'm taking 3, yeah.
I've got Henderson as my other.
Okay. See, I haven't brought Henderson.
Just because I don't know, being in that setup in and around Man United, I feel like he's got something to give. I don't even think he'll have to get called upon. I think Pope is going to be there throughout the whole tournament, apart from
unless we go out like in the group stage or something.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, I think it's going to be Pope. I think he will take Pickford. I just personally wouldn't. Like I said, I don't think he's got much to give anymore. Yeah, that's all really.
So have you got 3 then?
Arms, he looks like a T-Rex. No, I'm just taking 2.
You're taking 2. Well, I'm taking 3, and for my third, and it isn't Henderson, which as a United fan will probably get a few people wound up, but I don't rate him, and I think he's had one good season at Sheffield, and he's just walked into United, and I don't like that. I don't like that he came back, demanded that he gets the number 1 shirt, and I don't like that he's got it either. After De Gea went and got had his baby, I don't like it. I don't like how it's all been dealt with. So I've kind of got a little problem with Henderson.
Fair enough.
But regardless, I think he makes too many mistakes anyways to be, not, let alone United number 1, but to be even considered for England. But my number 3, I've gone for it was a toss up between two people really, but I've gone for more of experience, so sort of like the league grant to go in for like sort of help with the training and stuff,
Right.
sort of like, and I've gone with Ben Foster,
You just
who
like his YouTube channel, you.
I love the guy. But
He's
when you've
not
got a
even been
player who's
playing
played in the
Premier
Premier
League
League
football.
so long, I know he's been in the Championship like this season, but he's been in the Premier League so long. Although he may have the most Premier League goals conceded, he also has the most Premier League saves. And he's played for a Man United side with Ronaldo, Rooney. He's got very good experience in good setups. So I think having him just there, like helping out with training, like just passing on his experience to Pope and Pickford, because they're
On
not
that,
old
yeah,
keepers
but
either.
going off that, would you not say that Joe Hart is a better shout?
I think I don't rate Joe Hart. See, I've always liked Foster as a keeper.
Yeah, fair enough.
I liked him when he was at United.
I don't think you can take someone to the European Championship if they've not been playing top flight football. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
But I
agree.
get,
But
I see what you mean though.
he isn't going to be playing, but he has that experience of playing at that high level.
Yeah. Did
Maybe not
he
European, but
when he was at his height? Was he even in the England team? Like when he was
he
at his
played
peak?
he played for a bit with Capello, but he had a falling out
Right, right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
because he went to it was over his childbirth, I think. De Gea all over again.
You're a mad one,
Um,
you putting Ben Foster in the England team.
I like him and
Yeah,
I rate
crazy
him as
cat.
well. I think he's a very very good keeper.
Hmm. Yeah, maybe.
It was either him or Tom Heaton, but the reason I went with Ben Foster is because Ben Foster has played with like he's played with that United side, and he's played with Van der Sar. He's like trained with him. He'll pick up little things from them players that he's played with, and he'll
Yeah,
just have knowledge to pass on as more of an experience because it is a very young side. What I have picked, anyways, and I feel like having a more experienced player, maybe not even playing, but like just there, will probably help him a bit with him being also young.
yeah, maybe. I see your point. I do see your point. I just don't. I just wouldn't take him. Take him as a fucking coach. Maybe I don't know. Take him as a
Yeah, probably.
YouTuber.
That's probably the best bet. And
He can
Steve just
create the
swap for another.
content. Be cracking content for him. Like
Mm,
to be fair,
that's probably what I'm thinking about.
yeah,
I'm probably
he
thinking about.
would
I just want
get
to see the
banging
vlogs.
content. Like imagine
Yeah.
a World Cup with a fucking camera in the back of the net. Mad.
Imagine.
Right, yeah. So how are you doing yours? Have you just gone on to like? Have you done like right back, left back, centre back?
So I rather than going right backs, I've gone keepers, centre backs. Then I've gone full backs as like a group.
All right, fair enough, fair enough.
But I've
So
picked two left backs and two right backs.
yeah, same. No, I've picked three right backs. I've picked three.
Oh,
I
okay,
bet.
okay. Are we
Yeah,
going centre backs then?
yeah. Let's go centre backs. How many have you picked?
I've picked four.
I've picked four too. I wonder if
I
that's
think
it.
this is the easiest part of the.
I've got
Uh,
Stonesy, Mags.
yeah.
Well, sorry, I should say it properly. Like people don't know how I talk. John Stones, Harry Maguire, Tyrone Mings, and Connor Cody
Yeah.
are the four
Yeah,
that
that's
I've
my
chose.
exact four.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
They're all just solid options, aren't they?
yeah. Exactly, exactly. I'm the way that I would
I
plan
would
on
be happy
playing.
with any of them playing centre back.
Yeah, and the way that I would play. I'll be playing with. I would play with two centre backs, so that's plenty for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think I bit worried if we like. I've sort of got my heart set on Stones and Maguire being there. If we were to lose either of them, I would start to panic a little bit. As much as I do
Yeah.
rate the other two, I've just sort of got my heart set on having
I
Stones and
think
Maguire.
with them, I think I'd be happy as long as one of them are there.
Yeah,
I would trust the defence if either one of Maguire or Stones is there. Preferably if Stones is there, because I prefer him as a defender to Maguire.
yeah.
I feel like he's a
See,
lot
no,
more
for
reliable.
England though, for England, I think I'd rather going off England took
Well, yeah,
games, and
yeah,
last time
that
I'd probably
World Cup.
take Maguire. But yeah, we'll see. So I mean, we skipped past that. I don't really know who else could have got in. Maybe I don't know.
You got Tamari, but it's not really.
Yeah, it's sort of an easy one. So
Let me have a look. Who else there is? You've got Keane, Everton,
yeah,
Smalling.
to be fair, he's been doing bits over in
Yeah, he's
Italy,
not. He's
hasn't he?
not had a bad season.
Um,
I actually looked at the squad for the 2018 World Cup the other day because I wasn't sure because I remember there being 3 centre-backs that played.
the Walker was one of
Uh,
them, wasn't he?
Well, there was Stones, Maguire, and I found out Cahill.
But he still, yeah, he didn't play though. He didn't play. It was,
They brought Phil Jones as well.
yeah, Walker played as the third centre back, didn't he? And then they had trips. They had trips at
Yeah.
right back.
So going on to right back, have you brought Trippier?
Yeah, I actually
Have
have.
you?
Yeah,
I was close to bringing him
I
and
have.
having him as a third
The
option
three that
because
I've
Walker can
bought,
play centre back.
yeah, exactly. I bought Walker, Trent, and Trippier.
Ooh,
Yeah, I know. But the thing is,
that
right?
one stings.
The, so Walker's sort of he can be a bit lax at the back, like but he's
Hmm.
strong. He's won titles now. Like he's a recognised player as far as I'm concerned. Roy Keane don't like him, but I like him. Um,
I like him.
if we're playing against a team where we want someone not to go as far up and we want someone to hold back, put the tackles in, that's why you've got Trippier. You know what I mean? That's why I've brought him. And Trent, I just think you can't not take him. Like he's probably my third choice out of the three. But if I'm picking a third choice right back, I'd rather it be someone who's got a bit of magic in him. You know what I mean? Like he may be
Yeah,
able to make a
I
difference
can see
somewhere
why
else
you've
on the
picked him.
pitch. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's it really. Them three, and then my left backs are Chilwell and Shaw.
Yeah, they're the easy ones, aren't they? Really,
Yeah,
that left side. My right, I've only gone 2 right backs. I've gone Wan-Bissaka and Walker.
fair
I
enough.
think I was close to bringing Trippier because of what he brings with set pieces as well.
Yeah,
Because he was delivering the corners as well, wasn't he?
yeah. Well, so I have got someone else in mind for set pieces further down the line, but
Okay,
we'll
okay.
talk. Yeah, we'll
Well,
talk
yeah,
about that.
I got Wan-Bissaka because, like, if you had someone running at you in defence, you on the attack, and you had one right back there,
Yeah, I
who you
get that.
trusting?
I
You
get that.
trusting
Yeah, he can
Wan-Bissaka?
put in a tackle. Yeah,
Yeah,
I will let you have that. Like the right back's a
and I
harder
think
position. Reece
with
James
the
deserves a
promise we
shout as well. Like he's
yeah,
a
I was considering him as well, but mm,
he's going to be
the
playing in
thing
the
is,
Champions League
well,
final.
with the promise we have up top, I feel like I would rather have a more solid defense and just kind of leave the attack to it
Yeah,
because I trust them to just do it themselves rather than getting the defense involved. I think I would prefer to have just a comfy defense, knowing that nothing's getting past it,
yeah.
and then letting the attack go work the magic
No, yeah,
because there is a lot of
I
promise
get
in that
that.
attack.
I do get that. Also, like I say, we'll move on to this on sort of the next sort of topic when we're talking about the teams that we would play, and you'll sort of see why some of my players have got in too, because they fit well into the system that I think that I not only I would play. I genuinely believe that this would be an ideal setup for most teams, but
Hmm.
especially for this England team. So yeah, I mean that us done with defence, really, isn't it?
That's my defense done. Yeah, I think that's yours
Um,
as well, isn't it? Yeah.
so yeah, I'll do a quick recap of mine quickly. So in net, I've got Pope and Henderson, right back Walker, Trippier, and Trent, left back Chilwell and Shaw, and then centre back Stones, Mings, Maguire, and Cody.
Yeah. Centre backs are the same for me, but instead I've got Paul Pickford and Ben Foster,
Yeah, you're a mad one.
Wan-Bissaka, Chilwell, Shaw, and Kyle Walker.
Right, so moving on to, have you done centre mids and then like, or how
My
have you done
midfield
yours?
is just a bit messy.
Right,
It's all over the spot, and there's some I need to add because I'm doing mine through Sky Sports thing where you can pick them all there because
right,
it shows
okay,
you your options as well. So there's some I need to add, but I'll probably do them later on because that's mine's built for 23 man.
right, okay, okay. Well, I mean, I'm taking a lot of like central midfield players. Probably far
I'm
too
taking
many.
attacking midfielders.
Yeah,
Like
I've got bare. I've got a bit too many midfielders.
the majority of mine is midfield.
Yeah, same. For sure, it's huge. Right, I'll spit it out. Right, so this is what I consider somewhat central. Right, and the first one you'll be like maybe not. So I'm throwing Grealish in with that crowd.
Yeah, he's on the extra 3.
So Jack Grealish, Mason Mount, Declan Rice, Jordan Henderson, Calvin Phillips, Jay Lings,
Yeah.
James Ward-Prowse. James
Okay.
Ward-Prowse I'm taking because like literally that boy's ping is ridiculous. He's had a belting season as well.
Oh, I never even thought about that.
His mate,
I
his
brought him, but
delivery
I
fits
rate him. I just rate him as a
anyone.
player.
Like anybody on that team, his delivery is better. Like he's unbelievable. So he might be a difference maker. You've got 26, chance it. You know what I mean? Like them three players, they are sort of wild cards, aren't they? Really?
Yeah.
Like so. Yeah, he's definitely one of mine. Lingard, the form he's in again. He fits into the system that I want to play quite well. He wouldn't start, but he fits in. I could see him coming on in a position. Phillips, I just like his hunger. I like it a lot.
Mm.
Like when I watch him play for Leeds, and I think he's the same for England. Like the kid, he works hard, and you need that in these kind of tournaments. Um, Jordan Henderson, I don't know whether I would start him, but he would definitely be there with experience and like he captained that Liverpool team that went on to win all that. You know what I mean? Players like that
Yeah.
you want around in the dressing room. Declan Rice definitely would start for me in a defensive midfield
Yeah.
role.
He's the
Quality,
easiest one in that midfield.
yeah,
He's the one where I'm like, I know he's there. Like
yeah,
I know he's going to be in my 11 for that
same quality
midfield.
player, quality player. And then Mount and Grealish again. The season speak for themselves. You can't,
Yeah.
especially there was big hoo-has about whether you take Grealish with them. There was 23 man, but now there's 26. I can't see why you wouldn't. Like,
Yeah. See, I'm going to have to look at the extra list for when I'm doing my midfield because 3 of my midfielders will be from the extras.
yeah,
So for mine, I'm picturing this as a 4-2-3-1, the formation,
yeah,
which is probably not the. I probably haven't picked a very good side for that, really, because I've only picked 2 sort of midfielders that will play it in for the 2. So I've
right,
got
okay,
Rice and Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse would be more box to box, but like he would
yeah.
play next to Rice. So I've got them 2.
Funny
I've
story
got
actually. Little anecdote.
okay.
Might be able to make a clip out of this. So when I was in Zante, 2015, met up with some lads that played for Portsmouth.
Mm,
And like we were drinking with him and that, and we were just drinking in this bar, and he was like, "Oh, my mate's phoning me. Have you heard of him? He's a young lad. He's at Southampton, and it was James Ward-Prowse, and he was out in
really?
Zante. Yeah, he was phoning Brad Brad Maslin Jones, I think he's called. Then there was another lad called Dion Henry. And yeah, they were all out in Zante with us. And yeah, he was Zante. James was there. I didn't see him, so like, but I
Yeah,
definitely know.
that's mad though.
I know for sure. I can tell you categorically that 2015, around June time, James Ward-Prowse was in Zante within a stone's throw. I don't know which bar he was in, but yeah.
That's mad.
And now he's potentially getting in the England squad. Mad as.
Yeah, he's in. He's in our 26 man.
Yeah. Go on, James, lad.
So
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
mine is pretty similar to yours with the attacking midfielders. There's only a few that I can't even remember yours, to be honest. I remember Lingard was in there, and I know that's what I haven't got.
Right.
But actually, while I think on with the defensive midfielders, it pains me to say this, but Henderson is coming.
Hey.
He's in my extra 3 though. He was not in the original 23.
No, yeah, like I said, I get that. I do get it.
Because I just don't think he's good enough as a player to be in that team when there's so much talent around him
Yeah.
that I could be picking.
Yeah,
I haven't
I
picked
get
Phillips
it. Oh,
because
madman.
I know I am. I'm going for solid defense and all out attack. So I've also got Foden, I've got Mount, Madison, and Dele Alli.
Fair enough.
Uh,
Dele Alli.
and Grealish as well.
Yeah.
Wait,
I've not taken Madison, mate.
I'm missing one. I'm missing one from the extras.
So.
I'll tell you what. No, you know what? I'll have Henderson and Grealish as my extras, and I'm gonna bring.
Me.
I'm bringing. I'm bringing Trippier.
Hey.
Trippier's coming.
Yeah. That's a shout.
And then, well, that's my midfield.
Because the wing is the way that I think, and then like if Gareth Southgate does decide to go for a 5 at the back, then Walker can play as a centre back, and you've still sort of got 2 right wing backs.
Yeah.
So yeah, moving on to wingers. This is a bit tricky.
Yeah.
So I've not taken Madison, just purely because I think he's got the techers, but like I've not taken Dele Alli and I can't take Madison up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get that.
Like, Lingard's going as well. It's not just the form, his recent form. It's the fact that like he's got experience at an international tournament.
Yeah.
Which when you seem to speak to all the professionals, well, not that I do, but when you hear all the professionals talking and stuff on BT, and they say that is like vitally important, because like the first time you step out at a World Cup or Euros and like your legs are a bit shaky, you're playing for England, and like it will happen. It's human, like you know what I mean, like. People like
And
Haaland,
especially with such a young squad as well, it must
you know
be.
what I mean? But Haaland's a robot, like, but
Yeah.
it's only human to feel like that. So
Yeah.
which I guess is sort of down to Southgate and how he can manage that. If he plans on taking such a young squad, that is sort of one of the things you have to deal with as a manager. And if you can do that, then it works. You know what I mean? Like you see it.
Well,
with Germany,
a good thing that
Spain, like they all came up with very young sides and then profited 4 or 5 years later. So
yeah, the thing is that I like what Southgate's done as well is that they're all mates. Like they all get on.
Like that.
It's not like when it was with Rooney, Lampard, and Gerrard. There was the whole divide where everyone was sitting at different tables and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they still had the club rivalry. It's kind of forgotten here. Like you saw it in the World Cup, they're all playing on the inflatables together, just pissing around like as an actual team.
It does seem,
and
like you say, it does seem a lot more even and a lot more camaraderie. I do feel a bit bad for not taking Dele Alli. In all fairness, I do think he's got something to give, but just this season on the whole, and like, don't know, he's not got James Ward-Prowse has had a belly season. Like,
I've always rated James Ward-Prowse as well.
Like Dele Alli's very young. Like we always forget how young Dele Alli is because he's been around.
How old is he?
He's younger than you think.
He's not young like Lingard young, is he?
No,
where he's actually 28.
What about Neymar being 29? By the way, he's washed up.
That's mad. Yeah.
Type in Ali. Not Allison, Dele Alli. 25. So he's 25. Like he's not old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Bruno Fernandes is only something like 26.
He's been around for a long time. Yeah.
25. Yeah. So other wingers, who have you got?
Ooh, now he's talking. Phil Foden has to go. That's not even debatable.
Yeah.
And then I'm including Rashford in this as well.
Yeah.
Foden, Rashford, Sterling, Sancho, and
Yeah.
Saka.
Okay.
So like Saka's had a belting season again. Like if we're going off form, he's been like one of the only things good for Arsenal this season.
Yeah.
Sterling speaks for himself. Sancho was who I nearly forgot, but he sort of has to go really.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the way that Sterling moves with the ball ever since Pep Guardiola's got hold of him, I think it's crucial to the way that we play using players like that, because it's something that, like, when I was growing up, obviously, like, you're quite a bit younger than me, I had it hard, but whatever. The point is that I grew up, the players like Sterling were sort of what we never really had a lot of. We had like the technically good players, like Gerrard, but they weren't like that nimble sort of can beat a man, turn on a five pence, like, you know what I mean, like. And now we seem to have quite a lot of that, which is good. In fact, maybe we have too much of that now. We don't have any of the hard men. But yeah, so my wingers are Foden, Rashford, Sterling, Saka, and Sancho, all strong. Like, it's weird to think that like some of these men aren't gonna get a game, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, seeing as we're on wingers, do you want to just go for your strikers as well? Because some of them kind of go hand in hand.
So well, and then as out and out strikers, I've got Kane, I've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and then this last one I've changed 3 times. I had Ings, then I changed it to Callum Wilson, and now I've changed it to Mason Greenwood.
Okay, all right. I'm glad you've put him in.
Because it was
very glad you put him
literally like that is like, he was my 26th pick. Like, it's a wild card. It's someone who I think, like, right, well, I should be covered now. I've got 25 men. Who is going to be that person that could make a difference? And it is him, really, in it. Like, he could light it up. Like, his finishing's class as well. Like,
you see him one-on-one, you trust him to score.
But yeah, his finishing is unbelievable. The way that he can sort of tuck a ball away. It's natural.
His accuracy is
really natural.
Unbelievable. And the fact that he can use 2 feet as comfortably as he can.
It just looks so bang, you know what I mean? Like, it's really sort of natural to him. He doesn't look like he thinks about it so much. It just, it's like muscle memory. He's done it that many times.
Yeah.
Which, again, Foden is a similar sort of player. Like, I love watching him play.
Yeah.
Recently, he's really come out and he's starting to make a name for himself now, which I'm glad. To be honest, his name's been dotted about for a long time now, and I did wonder if he was just going to be one of them players that sort of didn't amount to much and got a transfer from Man City, like a Jack Wilshere. You know what I mean? Shout out Jack Wilshere though. I feel horrible saying that because I fucking love Jack Wilshere as a player, but like, he underachieved. I'm sure he would.
Yeah.
I'm sure he wouldn't disagree with me saying that. Like, for how
he
good
peaked
of a player,
at FIFA 12 cover.
Yeah, for how good of a player he was, he should have achieved more. Like, that's all I'm saying. And I thought Foden could have been on that sort of track, but I mean, he's still young. He still could be, but I mean, he's in the Champions League final. He's won a Premier League.
And the fact that he's a regular starter as well for a team that has dominated a league.
Yeah, innit?
Like, it is ridiculous.
Like, he's not just a side man now. Like, he starts. He'll be starting in that final, no doubt.
Definitely, yeah.
No doubt he'll be starting in that Champions League final, which is class for us. Like, really good for us. Like, I don't want Kane to potentially. I mean, yeah. Let's talk about that for a second. I mentioned his name. Harry Kane's handed in an allegedly handed in a transfer request, hasn't he?
City get him, it's over.
Yeah, but
what was the point?
Said he's not selling him.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, Daniel, he's like 3 years left on your contract, mate. Unlucky. Like, I'd just not turn up.
I mean, you wouldn't want to, but there's it's not going to make a difference anyways. He's
No,
tried to hard carry.
that's just. I think all that is doing is cranking up the price tag a bit from Daniel Levy. I think he knows what he's doing. He'll let him go. He always does. Yeah. Sorry, podcast listeners, I was yawning then. If you couldn't tell, he always does. He lets them go eventually. He just puts them a bit of a fight, like people like Bale, Modric, like they
Yeah.
do. They get them eventually, but.
I would like to see him at United, but I just don't want us to make him our priority.
If he went to City and he had Foden and Sterling playing with him, it'd be good for us as a country.
Yeah, but also for the Premier League, it would just be unfair.
Yeah, man, I don't want him to be. See, this is where Daniel Levy has Kane trapped, because Levy will know that Kane wants trophies for one, otherwise he won't want to leave. But that Shearer's record, he'll want Shearer's record. So there's no way he's going to be like, well, I'll just run out my contract and do nothing for you, because he knows that Kane will go and score goals because he wants that record. You know what I mean? So he sort of got his balls in a vice a bit. Which is a shame.
And the thing is as well, he fits that City side perfectly, because Aguero's going, it's perfect timing, and he would just slot nicely into that squad.
I don't know whether Kane will like it though. He likes to sort of get the ball and move with it a lot, and I don't know. The City strikers are sort of told to just like do your job. You know what I mean? Like stay in the middle, pass the ball around, get there. But I don't know. He likes goals, so like he'll score plenty there. So I think that's, if I'm City, like that's who my eyes are going on firmly. Like, but mate, he'll be expensive anyway. Even if like a Madrid wanted him, if he was to go from an English side to an English side, he'd be fucking silly coin.
If you are wanting trophies, though, you are going to City at this time.
Yeah.
Like it's the safe bet. If you're leaving Tottenham because you want trophies, and City have just got freed up a striker slot, you would really want to go to City.
Imagine if you went to Leicester. How great would that be?
Imagine. I would love that.
Yeah, same.
Leicester just one of them sides where you kind of you're always wanting them to do well.
Yeah. Well, look at the scenes when they won the FA Cup. Like they had the owner there and he was crying and that. Like you're never getting that at any other club in the world.
No.
Well, maybe some in the world, but not in England. Like Mike Ashley comes on the pitch. If Newcastle won a trophy, he'd get lynched.
Oh God, yeah.
Like he'd run, mate. So my advice would be to Mike. But we don't need to deviate back onto that. Where are we at? Yeah, you tell me your attackers.
Okay, mine's very similar. Although I haven't got. I added an extra midfielder rather than an extra striker. You've got Wilson, haven't you?
Yeah.
I've got.
No.
I think
Greenwood.
Did you swap Greenwood for Wilson for Greenwood?
Yeah, swap Wilson out. Put Greenwood.
Okay, well our attacks are the same then. Sancho, Sterling, Calvert-Lewin, Rashford, Kane, and Greenwood.
Right. Well, there we go. No, I've got Calvert-Lewin.
I've got Calvert-Lewin.
Oh, right. Okay. Right. Yeah. Fair. Yeah. Well, then we're all the same.
Yeah.
But have you got Saka?
Oh no, that's it. I must have put someone else in midfield.
I've got Foden, Rashford, Sterling, Saka, Sancho, and then Kane, DCL.
Oh yeah, I've got 3 keepers, haven't I?
Oh yeah, of course, there it is. Yeah, 3 keepers.
Yeah, I don't need Saka. I've got Ben Foster.
Saka's class, though. He's had a great season.
Yeah, I do rate him, but he's not going anywhere if he stays in the Arsenal
who's
side.
notably, I guess, been left out of our teams? I think Bellingham is a shout.
Yeah, Bellingham, Reece James.
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka for you, and Trent for me.
Yeah.
Let me have a look. I can get it up right here. That's
about it, really. That's the thing.
We've kind of covered everyone between us.
It's a joke that we can't take Jamie Vardy, by the way. Man,
Yeah,
just
why can't
come
we?
out. I mean, because he's a waste man.
Oh.
He's not actually, Jamie. I take that back. You're a fucking legend. But he's in international retirement, isn't he? So
What's the point?
Don't want to play anymore.
Come on, give us some goals.
Take Rooney as our 26 man. Fuck it.
Yeah, he'll come out.
Yeah, and he will get himself another goal, score a penalty or something. Remember when we nearly took Beckham in like 2006 and fucking Capello left him out the wire?
Yeah, took him at 2010 though, didn't he?
Maybe. Oh, maybe.
I remember him being on the match tax.
No, he took him, but he didn't. He wasn't in the team. It was weird. Took him as like like coaching staff or something.
Oh right, I remember him being on the match tax covers. That's all from 2010.
It was weird. It was very weird, actually.
And another person I've noticed that hasn't really been mentioned on the defenders, which I probably wouldn't bring anyways, but I do rate him massively, is Zebe. I don't really know what's going on with him. I don't know whether he plays or what. Because I know he's on FIFA. I know it's not the it's not the most.
All.
Yeah, but he's down as English there. But I can't remember his other nation. I'm not sure if he even plays for. I don't know, but I rate him. I would consider him. I would look at his name. I wouldn't just brush past it like I have with a lot of these players. Zebe would be one like I'd probably have a little look at and be like, no. But I would look at it.
The thing is, like I say, if they're not into the 23 and I've still not thought about them, then they're sort of like you're not getting in here. You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing. And there was a few when there was 23 that I was like, what about him? What about him? What about him? But
yeah, Tarkovsky as well.
Tarkovsky, yeah, he was one that I did think about. It's just like a no nonsense in the back, but right.
Yeah.
So that's who we're taking. Moving on to the starting lineup. In an ideal situation. So, do you want to go first on this one? Do you want to start with your obviously?
Yeah, go on.
Start with your keeper.
I'll start with my defense.
Yeah.
I'll go with my defense first, and then we'll work our way up. So we got Pope in net, number 1.
Yeah.
I think that was the obvious choice. No one really you were gonna pick other than him.
Oh, I'm picking Pickford.
Yeah, well, and I reckon Southgate will pick him as well.
I just have a feeling. I think Pickford will be. Yeah, I think Pickford will start as well. I just thought he wouldn't for me.
Left back, I've got Shaw. See, I reckon Southgate will take. It will play Chilwell.
Yeah.
Over Shaw.
I would agree.
Which I don't think's fair as well after the season Shaw's had.
Yeah, no.
Like Chilwell, don't get me wrong, he's not a bad player, but Shaw's season has just been.
Yeah.
When you're playing in Man United side and you're one of the standout players, I think as a fullback as well.
I'm with you, mate. I'm fully with you on that. Like,
if you got Shaw,
yeah, I've got Shaw. Feel bad though. Chilwell's going to be playing in a fucking Champions League final, but
yeah, but he hasn't been one of the main players, whereas Shaw has in that United side.
Mate, I completely agree with you.
And speaking of Man United, we've got Maguire.
Yep.
He's on my left side.
Shaw.
Yeah. Just because. And then we got Stones and Walker together on the other side.
Green lines everywhere, man. Green lines.
Oh yeah.
If you play an Ultimate Team, you've got your green lines. Like I'm joking as well, but I mean, obviously, like Maguire's used to playing with Shaw, Stones is used to playing with Walker.
Like jokes aside, it's still going to work.
All we need to
they've played together a lot.
Is Maguire and Stones need to learn to play together, and that back line can work because two sides of it's proven already. I'm the same as you, mate. Pope, Maguire, Stones, Walker, Shaw.
Right, now midfield. What have you got?
Right, yeah. So I'm playing differently. Probably I'm playing in a 4-2-3-1.
That's what I'm playing.
Oh right, okay. I'm playing Jordan Henderson and Declan Rice. Want to play Calvin Phillips instead of Henderson, but I feel like I would play Henderson.
Okay. How are you setting them up as CDMs? The
I'm
two.
I'm setting them both
Okay.
up as CDMs.
See, what I would do with mine, not like I'm ever going to get the opportunity to do this, but I would have Rice as the CDM.
Yeah.
And I would have Ward-Prowse playing just a little bit higher, but still not too high up, still quite deep, and just doing box to box, not 100% committed to the attack, but he's there helping, playing the balls into them. But I wouldn't have him fully as a CDM. I'd have Rice as the one protecting mainly, and then Ward-Prowse just to take the ball from him up to the attack.
No, yeah, I get what you mean. I do get what you mean. I think it's because I'm thinking sort of like I said before the podcast. I was thinking if I was to play for that first game, which would be against Croatia, I would think. But then even then, I'm tempted to play Calvin Phillips and just be like annoy him, like Modric, like get on top of him. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, they're probably the midfield in general is the hardest, isn't it?
Yeah,
the strikers
I think
easy. The defense is we agreed on the defense sort of straight away.
I think the hard part now is the three. I think that's the hardest part for me.
I've got Foden.
This is what I kept swapping around. Yeah, I've got Foden and Cam.
Sterling.
Who have you got on the right?
Sancho. That's
Yep.
how I've gone. All right.
Okay.
We've gone exactly the same.
Yeah, never mind. This is quite easy.
And nearly.
This is going to be different, I reckon.
No, I had Sterling on the left and then Sancho on the
I
right.
did, but I've swapped him out.
Really?
I swapped out Sterling, and I want Mount in that team because they're going to be playing more like attacking midfielders rather than complete wingers. If you know what I mean, they're not going to be that wide in mine. They'll be sort of. I don't really know how to explain.
In that case,
they'll be more narrow.
If I was putting Mount, I considered putting Mount in it, but it was Mount and Cam and Foden onto the wing because he plays left wing for City, doesn't he? He's used to
I didn't really know how to play with them. I just knew I wanted Mount and Foden in that team.
But this is the thing, and especially with you and with me, I look at them three knowing sort of they can move freely between, like, if one cuts in, the other can cut out onto the wing. And I think we've got so much strength in them positions. Like, I think that's why as well. That's what plays well for us. Like, whoever gets them starts, like you've got to perform. Like, otherwise you're gonna have fucking Rashford, Greenwood. Like, you're gonna have people knocking like out. Hey up, Gaz. Like, I can do.
Speaking of them,
you know what I mean.
What would you think about this as a formation instead? 4-2-2-2.
I rate it. It's a formation that I play on Footy
How-
Manager, but
How would you think it would work with this side?
Interesting. It would be
have someone rather have you Kane still as the big lad up front, and instead of having like a Calvert-Lewin, instead of having Calvert-Lewin playing, have someone quicker and like more nippy.
You know what? I don't even know why I brought Calvert-Lewin, because if I was going to play someone up top with Kane, it'd probably be Greenwood, which is
and I don't know. I guess it's just
Wilson, Danny Ings. Like, Danny Ings is a shout.
Yeah,
he works. I don't know. I've spun my nut. I don't think I'd play. Do you know why I wouldn't play 4-2-2-2? We've got far too many midfielders and not enough strikers. Like, I think that I'd rather use them more efficiently.
Yeah, I feel like there needs to be that central attacker midfielder to just sort of although they may be swapping here and there, but just to be the one to
play fantastically in that position as well. Mount play fantastically in that cam position. So
there's so many of them that can just rotate through.
Like, you've got squad depth in with the sort of CDM positions. You've got team. That's the only withdrawal about playing this 4-2-3-1. I think I've got Calvin Phillips, but apart from that, I wouldn't say you've got too many that can fit into them shoes. Ward-Prowse, actually, no, I take it back. I would happily play a team with Phillips and Ward-Prowse sitting, like, because what Phillips will do the legwork and Ward-Prowse can just spray the ball, like, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll be happy with that. I don't think we'll play it. I think we'll play either five
I
at the
don't.
back, or I think we'll play 4-3-3.
Yeah,
We'll play sort of three
which
in
is
the
very
centre.
similar to this
Yeah.
4-3-3. It's not far off. Just
You use
them
another
them
centre
attacking
mid.
midfielders would be
I
wider.
can't see Foden being a part of that midfield three. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know what. Well, he plays Chilwell over Shaw, and he has this fascination with Pickford. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
Southgate's mind.
I hate Pickford. Well, yeah, I do. I don't like him.
I don't like him as
He's
like.
nasty. He was a dickhead to Newcastle fans, so I have a right not to like him. But like, I just don't. I don't think he's shown. Well, like, why? Like, come watch me down Pulse on a Monday night. Like, I'll show you why I should play for England. I'll give you more. I'll prove myself more than Pickford does. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know. He's just not really been that special for me. He's a gobshite, but I don't know. Yeah, mate. Do you remember when Jack Butland was a shout back in the day?
yeah. He was
Like,
always one that you'd
yeah, he was up there,
consider.
wasn't he? It was him. It
Where is he
was
at now? I saw his name somewhere.
Crystal
He's in the
Palace.
playoffs, isn't he? Is
Crystal
he?
Palace.
No, he's not. I was watching football.
Carl
I was
Darlow
watching
as
the
well.
playoffs recently, so I couldn't. They're all blending into one. All the keepers.
You left Carl Darlow out. I'm going to tell him.
I forgot to mention that actually. Carl Darlow, his season. It's a shame that Dubravka's come back because I wanted to see so much more from him.
It looked like Dubravka got injured again tonight. Newcastle won again tonight, by the way.
Without sounding like a dick, get in because I want to see more of Carl Darlow because he is quality.
He played on. He played on. Only the real,
Fantastic keeper.
only the real hard men play on when they're injured.
I would have if he'd have played a full season. He's got as much right to be in that squad as Henderson.
He's got definitely more than Pickford.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? Don't know. I don't know. Nah, fuck it. Leave him out. What did we say we're going to now? We will talk about
Predictions.
Let's talk about some predictions and shit.
So is there fixtures out, like the groups and stuff?
Yeah, should I try and find a tournament tree? That's what they're called, isn't it? Euro 2020. Fucking hell. Oh, swear words.
Do you reckon you'd go see it with the with them being in England / Scotland, the Group D games?
Would be sick.
It would be good.
Don't know how you're gonna get tickets though. Surely it's just a ballot, right?
I don't know. It with international games as well. They consider how many games you've been to previously as well for big games such as Euros and World Cups.
Yeah, they do, don't
they? It would be great though. Like that England versus Croatia in London.
Right, I've got a decent little graphic up here that we can work through. So Group A.
Yeah.
You've got Turkey, Italy, Wales, and Switzerland in there. Who would you reckon? Italy. Oh, I don't know. Italy and Switzerland, I would say.
Italy, and it'll be close between Switzerland and Wales. I reckon.
As well, you know, that is actually a really good group, I think.
So how does it work then? Group A, winner of Group A will play runner up of Group B.
I've got a breakdown here. So 2A plays 2B. 1C plays 3D. It's bare confusing, bro. It's bare confusing. But let's just see who goes through the groups.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I would say Italy go through. Then after that, Wales, Turkey, Switzerland. Obviously, Wales turned up. It's
tough one between Switzerland and Wales, isn't it?
I mean, I think even Turkey have turned up at tournaments before, from what I can remember.
Who did they play? I remember. I can't remember who they played in the qualifiers.
They made it to somewhere.
Was it Spain they beat?
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah, they graft. I had to call it, I would say Italy and Switzerland go through that one. Wales and
I'm
Germany
gonna
go
say
out.
Wales. I'm gonna say Wales. I want Wales to get somewhere.
I would
I want
like
them to
them
do better
to.
than
I just
Scotland,
I
but I
don't
don't
think
want them
they've
to
got
do
the
too well.
same sort of momentum rolling like they did for the last one.
Mm,
Okay, Group B. You've got Denmark, Finland, Belgium, and Russia.
Belgium and Russia.
Belgium will go through. I don't
Belgium
know,
will
mate.
win. Russia will be second, I reckon.
Denmark have got
I
some
really
quality
enjoyed watching
players.
them in the World Cup. I enjoyed watching them as a team. I kind of backed them quite far.
Yeah,
Like
Denmark have got
like when
some
I was watching
quality
the
players,
games, I
don't
was supporting them.
they? Mm.
Have they still got Akinfeev in there?
Who?
Is he still playing Russia? Akinfeev.
I don't know. Yeah, Russia do. They usually work together quite well. That's what I find in international
He's
tournaments and
35.
stuff.
I think he's still playing.
Um, so you're saying I think Belgium and Denmark myself.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
backing Russia on this. I think they're a good side. Well, I wouldn't say good. I'd say they're a decent side. Who've Denmark got? They've got Eriksson, Christiansen.
Oh, what? Ah, man, this isn't as good as I thought it was. I need to find out.
Um,
I need to find out
I
more
can't think of
groups.
anyone else they've got.
Have we found out the playoffs yet?
What playoffs?
To get into the Euros. I'm looking here and it says that like UEFA Euro 2020 groups. Right, there we go. Yeah, we're back. We're good, right? So the third group.
Hmm.
So you're saying Belgium, Russia. I'm saying Belgium, Denmark. Probably will be Russia, but I'm back in the Danes. Big up Casper.
Okay.
Big up Casper Schmeichel. I love him.
Oh, Kasper Schmeichel as well. Oh, you can't have me backing
Christian
against him.
Eriksen as well. Christian Eriksen.
Yeah,
Got some quality players,
I don't
Denmark.
rate him as much. Out of that team, Kasper Schmeichel's their best player.
He'll be skipper as well. He'll be skipper.
Yeah, he's the most underrated keeper. He
He's
doesn't get the ratings he
one
deserves.
of the most underrated Premier League players of all time, in my opinion.
Mm.
Group
That save in
C,
that final was unbelievable.
both of them, man. Both of them
Yeah,
were unbelievable. You know, apparently as well when the ex Leicester owners when he crashed in a helicopter.
mm.
Apparently, it took like 3 people had to hold back Casper Schmeichel because he was trying to run into the flaming wreckage to save him.
Really.
Yeah, like 3 people had to hold him back because like one person wasn't enough, and he was just like, "Nah, fuck off, like
Yeah.
let me go."
God, he's not
They're
small,
just
is he?
built
He's
different, man. The fucking Scandinavians are just built different. Like,
yeah,
I swear down, he's such a legend, man. Such a legend. He's well out of his dad's shadow as far as I'm concerned now. Well out of it.
yeah. But I think that's why he hasn't had the ratings because of who his dad was.
Yeah, because his
He
dad
was
was
that
at Man
treble
United
winner.
as well,
He
though.
was
Like Casper
yeah.
could have been at Man United, but
He
he
would
was at
fit
City,
in
wasn't
if
he?
we got
He was at City. Do you know how old
yeah
Casper Schmeichel is?
30. Wait, is he's 30s? I know he's 30s.
34, mate. 34.
30. I was gonna say 35.
Yeah, no, 34. Older than I thought he was.
I remember checking the other day.
Group C, you've got Netherlands, Ukraine, Austria, and North Macedonia. They were one of
Group
They were one of the
C.
people to get in with a playoff.
Netherlands.
I would say
Netherlands and
Netherlands.
Ukraine, I think.
Yeah, it's out of them in Austria.
Because Ukraine are very similar to Turkey in that they will get a result out of someone.
Yeah.
They're very good at upsetting big teams.
Yeah.
Actually, was it Netherlands that played Turkey,
Netherlands have been a bit shit.
or was it Ukraine that played Turkey?
I don't know. I would say Netherlands. Try to think of Austrian players, but
You would think Netherlands, but how they have been playing in them World Cup qualifiers.
yeah, exactly. Well, I'm gonna
But
go Netherlands and Ukraine. I'll go with you on that one.
yeah, I'll say that.
I'll go with you.
Netherlands winning it though.
England and Croatia.
Yeah, and I will have it. I'm going to back England to win it as well. win the
Sorry, I should
group.
say it was in it. England, Croatia, Scotland, and Czech Republic. Not an easy group for us.
Scotland's in the group.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Not an
Oh, I
easy
would
group
love
for
it
us by
if we
all
beat
means.
them.
That it's this tricky group because Scotland is England versus Scotland, so like form, everything goes out the window. It's a derby match, you know what I mean? Like it could go either way.
Croatia v Czech Republic will be a good game as well.
Grudge match. We've got Croatia first as well, which isn't easy. If we can get off it
is a tough group.
If we can win, if we win our first match, because like in these tournaments, mate, like if we get beat by Croatia, Scotland and Czech Republic will smell blood, mate. Like they'll come for us when they play us. They won't hold back. They'll be like, if this is our chance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's the same for Croatia. If we beat Croatia in the first game, because the two sort of favourites are playing each other in that first game, whoever loses it, they're on the back foot. Then if they lose the next one, they're gone. Like you can't afford to lose two games on the bounce.
It's a tricky group as well. That
it's cutthroat.
I've just been looking at the next group though. The next group is very hard.
The one after that's worse, mate. But yeah, so we're going to the next group: Spain, Sweden, Poland, Slovakia.
Yeah.
Spain, I would put through.
Yeah, Spain and you can't write off Lewandowski, can you?
Oh, Ibra's back, isn't he?
Yeah,
Ibra's playing for
he's
Sweden
back. Yeah. That's
Slovakia,
a tough group.
Slovakia aren't a bad side.
I know that's why I was.
I'm sure that
they won't go through, but they will. I reckon they'll get a result out of someone.
It's them boys, Slovakia.
Is it?
Yeah, sure it is. They're not an easy team to play against by any stretch.
Is Mitrovic not Serbian?
Oh yeah, no, yes he is. I'm just looking at the flag and I'm getting baffed by it.
Poland, Sweden. Oh, I don't know. It's a tough one to call.
Yeah,
Sweden are a good side. They're a good team.
Yeah, I'll say Spain and Sweden. Poland and Slovakia.
Because Poland have Lewandowski, who is one of the best strikers in the world. But who else is there really?
Yeah.
Whereas Sweden are kind of they're not the best players, although they do have Ibrahimovic, but they are all kind of fairly decent as a team. Got Olsen in it as well, haven't they?
Thing is, I think quite a lot of Polish players play in Bundesliga. I don't think like the Swedish players play.
I can't think of any Polish players.
Top flight in Sweden, yeah, because they all play in Germany. But top flight German football's better.
Oh, I don't know. They've got a decent side. Szczesny in net.
Go on, Wojciech.
Milik. I'm probably butchering these names. Blazikowski.
Yeah, I remember him. Piszczek isn't there, but I don't know if he still plays. Flick.
Got Fabianski on the bench as well. They've got very good goalkeepers.
Reserve keeper. Yeah, I'm gonna go Spain and Sweden. I can't call that, you know. I honestly can't. I think they've got they have got a good side when looking at it. And cause an upset on that. I really do. I think Poland and Sweden will sort of could get complacent, and Slovakia will come and nick.
Yeah, I do think Slovakia will
right
get
now
what
we've sort of predicted has been sort of favourites, and that's never how it goes down. So,
well, yeah, think about how it's going to happen. Germany in the World Cup.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. Okay, now Group F. Now this is a big one.
Speaking of Germany,
the fact that one of these teams is going to go out.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Like, so Hungary is the first team that I've got on my screen, but then Portugal, France, and Germany. The fact that one of them, that's mental. One of them three is going out in the groups, guaranteed going out in the groups.
Yeah.
And I hope it's Portugal, France, Germany. I don't know.
I hope it's France that go out, because I think they are the most dangerous of the sides.
Oh, imagine if Hungary go through. Oh, I'll become Hungarian. I swear to God, I'll become Hungarian if two of them go through.
That France-Germany match is in Munich.
Ooh. I wouldn't want to play any of them, mate. I genuinely would not want to play any of them games.
No.
Portugal's terrifying.
My favourites
They
to
give me
play
PTSD.
would probably be Portugal.
No, you've not got the
Because I feel
PTSD
like
I have then. From the World Cup in 06 and the Euros in 04.
Oh,
We can't beat
the
them,
wing.
mate. We get beat on penalties. I can't do it. France, I would sort of accept being beaten by, but that doesn't by no means that I want to play them because like I would rather win. But like their fucking squad is ridiculous.
Yeah, the thing is when you're playing France, you go in expecting to lose.
Like they're just so efficient and they just turn up and they'll knock someone 4-0 or something like that. I call France and Germany go through.
I'm going France and Portugal.
You know what? I've changed my mind. And I'm going that Germany and Portugal are going to go through.
Ooh.
I think France are going to go out.
That would be ideal for me. Like,
I actually think now I've thought about it. I've completely changed.
Have you looked at that France side? That's been picked?
No, I have, and all of this is why I think it could happen. Like, it's not like they're playing against crap teams. You know what I mean? Like, they've got a hell of it, but they're gonna have to come up against Portugal. They're gonna have to come up against Germany. Those two teams that under no false pretenses about how good of a France team they're coming up against in the groups. France will be a sort of we will beat them. It will be not hard. But
the Germans, they have nothing on us.
They have nothing on us. We won the World Cup. But I think, the fact that they won the World Cup, that's also it's a running trend.
And we're in the final of the Euros as well.
They run like people who win the World Cup often go sort of crashing out the next tournament they're in, unless you're Spain.
Well, but think about France though; they got in the final of the Euros, like 2016, and then went on to win the World Cup.
But they have got a hell of a team. I just think it could happen. I honestly do. I think Portugal are going to be hungry. They've got a good chance, a really good chance. They're title holders, remember?
Yeah.
They've got a better team than what they did.
See, that'll be a good match for France, though. That Portugal game.
No doubt, they've got a better team than what they did when they won it. They've got Bruno now. They've got João Felix now.
Yeah.
They've got Ruben Diaz. They've got Ricardo. You know, they've got the whole Wolves team. Like, like they've got players everywhere. Like, it's not just like Ronaldo and his backup dancers anymore. So and then they've of course still got Ronaldo. I don't know.
That France v Germany match, that first game for Germany in Munich will be huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be like every game in that group is huge. It's massive, man, because you just can't afford to lose one of them games. Like, you really can't.
I'm predicting France and Portugal to go through. I don't think Germany are the same team as they were in the World Cup. Well, they're not, literally not, but they are like not as good. I don't think.
No, yeah, fair enough. Who do you think will win it? I can't be figuring out.
Let's go through the tournament and see. Because you'll have the winner of Group A and runner up. So right, we'll work through the groups like this then. So round of 16 1. Wait a minute. A, B, C, D, E, F. Oh no, that's 6. That's right. Okay. Wait, 6. How does that work? Okay, right, we'll go for it anyways, and when we get to the end, that's when we'll start getting confused. So winner of Group A against runner-up of Group B.
Right, Italy.
So Italy, Russia, I reckon. You said it. Italy, Denmark.
Yeah.
I think. Well, it should be Italy, but I have a feeling Russia would probably get a result out of that.
Yeah. No, yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm gonna go Italy for the safe bet. Just because, like, I'm trying to work my way through it logically to think who could be in the final. So then you got Belgium against Turkey or Wales. Oh God, it's a good group that actually.
I think there's a hell of a
Belgium's going
chance.
through.
I think,
Belgium's
yeah,
going through
I
of that.
think we play Belgium in the final. Is the way that it can happen, but I might be wrong. Carry on.
So then that's that next round. So it'll be whoever winner in that, but it'll be probably Belgium versus Italy, which will be a great game in the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
Then you've got Group C and Group D. So winner of Group C will probably be Netherlands, and runner-up of Group D, we are hoping will be Croatia.
Yeah, we're gonna win.
So that who do you reckon's winning that? Netherlands, Croatia.
Croatia.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably back them.
World Cup finalists, man. The rest of them good.
Yeah.
I hate
it. Then winner of Group D, so England versus Ukraine.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're gonna win.
Yeah, it's us.
Coming
on.
on.
So then it's us, Croatia again. In the quarters.
Croatia again. Oh no.
So far we've got Belgium, Italy, quarterfinal 1, and you got England, Croatia, quarterfinal 2.
Yeah.
Then winner of. See, this is what I don't get because it's Group F. F is just on its own. Who did F play?
It's because it's
so you got. Oh no, D and C. No, I'm being an idiot. So E and F. Winner of E. Who do you reckon's going to win out of Poland, Spain, Sweden, and Slovakia?
Spain, yeah.
Runner-up of France, Portugal, Germany, Hungary. I'm saying Portugal.
Yeah, same.
Oh, Spain, Portugal.
Ooh.
Who wins that? Portugal. I reckon Portugal.
Yeah, I do as well.
3-all in the World Cup, wasn't it, when they lost?
Think of like Spain teams. I can't think of who.
De Gea, Ramos.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I can't think.
Compared to what it used to be like, we used to be at a roll.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
The Portugal
team
I'm struggling
now.
Is
I'm
better
struggling
than
with
the
Portugal.
team.
I've gone blank.
No, they've got like
I think
Ronaldo,
Portugal.
Bruno, João Felix, like I said, Ruben Diaz, Ruben Neves, Raul Jimenez. Like they've got fucking players now. They've got Ricardo Pereira.
Yeah.
Like they can play. Whereas like Spain, I think like they obviously they've got some players like people like Asensio and stuff like that.
Isco,
yeah.
I can't think.
I can't think. Ferran Torres.
Well, they don't have a bad side.
Newcastle, Rodrigo.
But I do think they will lose to Portugal.
Yeah, me too.
So then you got France against Poland or Sweden. Either way, France is going through that.
Yeah, but if they go through, I think.
Yeah. So then you would have.
Let this be a disclaimer. I think France are going to go out in the group.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, okay. I honestly I've got a hunch. I might put a bet on it. I've got won 30 quid tonight, everyone. Woo! I'll put 30 quid on.
So then who do we have? We had Italy playing Belgium. Quarterfinal 1.
Belgium wins.
Yeah, easy. You got Italy, Belgium, quarterfinal 1. Quarterfinal 2, you've got England, Croatia. You've got.
Oh no.
I
think we beat Croatia.
Yeah, I'd back ourselves. Then what? See, there's 3. There's 3 quarterfinals. I don't know how this works now. They must make another group out of third places, surely.
Yeah, they must do.
I don't know.
That's when I was talking about playoffs before.
This is getting confusing.
So 2A play 2B, 1C play third place in D, E, or F, depending on who's on the highest points.
Oh, okay.
First place in E plays third place in A, B, C, or D, depending on who's got the highest points. So yeah.
Christ, that's confusing. Right, who do you reckon's winning out of them teams? We've got a rough working out of where people will be.
Mate, I think England could go far and bowl it in the semis again because I think we could play Belgium.
Yeah. Well, say we do get Croatia there again.
Say we win our group, right? Let's have a look. Where's 1D? Right, so we would play 2F, which is
That's Portugal
Yeah.
or France
Yeah, Portugal or
or
France
Germany
or Germany or Hungary.
or Hungary.
Let's go.
Oh,
I would think I would rather go through second. If we were to go through
yeah.
second,
Croatia can have the first game.
Mate, bro, if we go through second, we play the second place of Group E, which is Spain, Sweden, or Poland, or someone else. So yeah, we'll do that.
Give us a break.
Kushti, let Croatia beat us first game. We'll win the next two, and then
I don't want either.
Mate, I'd rather play Sweden,
go
Poland, or whoever the other one is. Is it Slovakia?
Oh, do we play second place?
Yeah, we play second place.
Oh, yeah. Light work. Yeah. We'll play them easy. Yeah.
Innit? So, why would you want to go through first?
All right, now, yeah.
Nah.
The thing is, though, we want to come second, but we don't want to.
If we were to win that, then we would play either first of Group E, so let's say Spain, and then third of A, B, C, or D, depending on. It's too hard to work out.
Yeah, we'd have to set it up as a whole
work
tree.
Out who's going to come third, and then who came third on what points, because they go through. I think
working out though roughly from that, who do you think is, because you can kind of work out, that either France, Germany, or Portugal are going out.
From the
actually, no, they're not, because they might have a high points tally.
From the 6 groups, 4 of the third places are going to go through. That's mental.
Well, the thing is, though, that's also a good thing for that Group F, because
so
likelihood is
they're going through. All 3 of them are going through, probably. Oh no, actually, maybe not.
No, because they might lose games, so they might be on lower points.
They might all play each other though, so then they say Portugal could beat France, but then France will beat Portugal, but you know what I mean. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Interesting though. Gives us we might be able to sneak through.
Yeah. Well, I've put a bet on Belgium getting the final.
Should have put a bet on now.
I've put on a bet of them either reaching the final or winning it.
Should have put a bet on now, and then
on what?
England to win the Euros.
I mean, I wouldn't put my money on it, but you're free to put your own on it.
No, it's probably a bit much to be putting on the Euros. To be putting on to win, to be fair, but it might not be a bad shout. We'll give it a go.
Semi-finals, I think, would be a safe bet.
I wonder where they're at. Yeah, I can't seem to find it on
here. Who do you reckon's winning it then? I'm going Belgium.
I don't think they will. I've got a feeling Portugal are going to do it, me.
Portugal?
I don't want them to.
Back to back.
Like, the easy money is to say France, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, looking at that squad, I was like, it's very, very good. But then we're looking at our squad. We just went through it then. I'm very confident with our squad to get somewhere.
Yeah, same. It's not that
I looked at that Scotland squad before that they released. Dusty thing.
Oh yeah, Scott. Yeah.
Like, if we don't go through that group stage, we are favourite of the Euros.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. When I was putting the thingy bet on the
we're 5-1.
Belgian bet.
Why are we 5-1? 5-1.
Maybe it's a sign.
5-1. Belgium 6-1. Germany 7-1. Spain 7-1. Portugal 8-1. Italy 11-1. Netherlands 12-1. Croatia 28-1. That might be worth a couple of quid, to be fair. That's not financial advice. No, it's just I'm an idiot. I just talk. But yeah, I might put a couple of quid on it. Croatia could do it, mate. I wouldn't count them out. Football's
they got absolutely bopped in that World Cup final.
Football's been very weird this past year or so. I don't know how to predict it anyway.
Yeah. The thing is, as well, with people being in home grounds as well, it's not being in one place. Yeah. So, you've got England playing Croatia in London.
Yeah, innit? And the semi and final are both in London.
Yeah.
That's massive.
Oh, imagine seeing that. The final of the Euros, England are there.
Wembley, innit?
Yeah.
So if we could potentially be, I don't know, if we can get to the
Well,
semis
yeah,
and
you've
beating
got
England, then
people
right.
playing at home for games, like actual home. Like you've got Russia playing in St. Petersburg and
I honestly
Switzerland
think there's a
playing in.
chance that if we get to the semis, we can do it because with it being at home, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I I, I would like to think so. Like I have a lot of faith in that squad, but when you look at squads like France, it is scary.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what
And
you
I
mean.
don't know. I feel like we would have to have quite an easy run. Like with the World Cup, we had probably the easiest run that you could get.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. We're never going to get an
Like we
easier run
should have
than
been in
that.
that final, really.
Since Sweden packing and
Yeah,
Colombia.
light work of them.
To be fair, Colombia aren't that easy. The South American teams
No,
scare me. Any South American team, they
they
work so
were they
hard.
were
Like,
dirty then, weren't they? That Croatian side.
yeah, they just Paraguay, Uruguay, Chile,
Mm,
Colombia. It's just the way that they play football is so like aggressive and like
yeah,
100 mile an hour at all times, and it's like I don't like playing against that. It scares me because
yeah,
they can just outrun you. You know what I mean? And get a result like every World Cup. Chile, I love watching Chile play because they just fucking run, man.
yeah,
It's mental. Like Japan as well. Japan are like that. They just charge.
yeah,
Like it's class. That's the one thing that I do miss when we do the Euros. Like I always think, oh, it's the same, and I do get as excited, but like compared to like seeing like the African teams and the Asian teams, and like you know what I mean, like I think that's what sort of adds this special sort of feeling to the World Cup when that comes around.
yeah.
Like I love it when like
And so
Ivory
many
Coast
more
and
big teams as well.
Cameroon
You've got Brazil as
and
well.
oh yeah, of
You've got
course, like and
Argentina all
that's
involved.
pretty
It
much
makes it
it
so much
though.
more entertaining.
It's only pretty much Brazil and Argentina that like
Um,
that win.
yeah,
Uruguay do quite well.
yeah.
They got to the semis to do last time.
Uh,
No, no.
no, semis was Belgium,
Yeah,
France.
yeah. Now I'm thinking of the time before. Got to the
But
semis
yeah,
that time in 2010, didn't they? When Suarez handballed it.
yeah. There's something about a World Cup though. It like it's is
That was
you get a
against
different feel
Ghana.
when Brazil's in it.
Yeah, exactly. When the
When you're in
whole
a competition
world
with
comes
Brazil, it
together.
feels different. It's
Yeah,
like,
and
oh, it's the big time now.
it does, doesn't it? It does feel different. Like I love the Euros, but they're never as memorable. I mean, I say that if we win,
Yeah.
I'll fucking eat my words because they're
Well,
probably
I
the
only
most
remember the
memorable thing.
final from the Euros
I
last
remember.
time.
No, I remember. I remember us playing Wales, and
Oh no, I do. I was in
I
a computer
remember
room
us
at
getting
school,
knocked out
and I
by
remember
Iceland.
going mental when we scored.
I remember
Yeah,
getting knocked out by Iceland, man, and that was bad. That was the lowest I've ever felt as like as a country in football. Not nothing, and that sounds bad against the Icelandic team. Like it's not at all. They worked fucking hard and they played really well. Like it's just we should be better. We should be winning.
yeah. We
Like
didn't have a
Roy
bad
Hodgson as
side in
well.
there.
Fucking Roy Hodgson just bottled it, didn't he? Resigned. Didn't even go down with his ship. Jumped off it. It was
I don't know
embarrassing.
why he was ever
We
England
limped
manager.
through the groups, didn't we? We limped through the
Mm,
groups. We nicked the win against Wales, and we got a draw against someone, and we went through on 4 points, like, and got knocked out
yeah,
by Iceland. It was absolutely horrendous. But hey, then a couple of years down the line, it was World Cup, wasn't it? We got to the
yeah.
semi-finals, so that was much
And to
better.
think we actually could have made the final as well.
That's all I wanted, mate. That's all I wanted. Obviously, I would have liked the World Cup, but just wanted that day. Just wanted the
Yeah,
final day. Go to the pub.
and especially when you're playing a side like Belgium or France in that
Yeah, innit?
final,
You're just like, oh well,
you're
if we
not
fucking
expecting to win.
lose,
You're
you
just
know
there
whose fault
like,
it is.
y-
It's our mate. It's I won't say his name. I won't bait him out because he might get a load of hate. But it's our boss's fault. He told me that halfway through the England Croatia match that he was going to put a bet on for England to win the World Cup, and I was like, "Don't you fucking dare do
oh
that!"
my god,
I was like, "Just don't do it." was like, you just don't. Like, if you've had it riding from the start of the tournament, fair fucks to you. I'm not gonna well done, but you don't. It's just you don't do it, do you? You're in the semi-final. You don't. I'm going to put fucking money on us to win. I was just like, please don't do that. We'll lose, and we lost, and I cried.
Yeah, that everyone always says it. That everyone's moment peaked at that Trippier free kick.
The tears have dried up. Since then, the hope has refound itself within me.
It was a fantastic World Cup, though. Everyone was thinking that Russia World Cup was going to be.
We've got another one next year. Let's not forget about that. It's in winter, though.
Have we?
Chile World Cup.
No one wants a winter one.
No,
different feel when it's summer. Sun's out. Around. Everyone stood outside watching the football.
I wonder if they still do it in winter. They might not.
Got the Olympics as well.
Yeah, when's that?
That's this year, isn't it?
Oh yeah, because it was meant to be last year.
Tokyo.
Tokyo. Oh my God, that.
Yeah.
Bolt's retired now, isn't he?
Yeah, which makes me kind of not as excited because I used to watch the Olympics for that event.
Yeah.
And now he's not there. It's kind of like I don't really. There's no one I really watch.
We need a new one. We need a new one, don't we? Like.
Because obviously you always support your country, but you have you pick favourites from other countries that you like.
Donnies, mate, all the Donnies are like done out now and washed out.
Yeah, really, that Gatlin one, didn't he?
More Farah, like
dope and
like Jesse Mace, like that whole you wondered.
You got Katrina Johnson Thompson. She's the only one left, I think.
But yeah, that whole squad of London 2012.
Yeah. You got that swimmer though, Adam Peaty. He's good.
All fucking news.
Ginger, I think.
I'm sure, but I mean that. Do you know why it is? It's because we've not had an Olympics in so long, and I don't. That's when these people make themselves known to me. Like I am.
Yeah. No one really watches the world athletic stuff, do they?
Until he won the 100 meters without even trying.
It looked so easy when he did it. It looked so easy. He would just glide.
Ridiculous, yeah. The first time he did it, and he just realised he won and just arms out I've smashed it. Still broke a world record. Insane. Like moments like that. That's when you announce yourself to the world. So these pure athletes haven't had that for 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're there and they're raring to go.
And I'm looking forward to it. I always enjoy the Olympics.
I do enjoy watching it as well. But I never watch the athletic world championships and stuff like that.
No,
maybe I should.
I did watch it a bit when Bolt was running.
But... Yeah, same. So I'd literally tune in at half 8, watch Bolt run, and then that'd be me. But that's what happens. You know what I mean? He was bigger than the sport when people did that for Beckham and Michael Jordan and things like that. I think people would just tune in to watch Jordan do a dunk or something and then be like, oh, that's me. Cheers.
Yeah, seen it now.
In it, literally. Can't remember. I think it was in The Last Dance and they were asking they asked a little girl if she wanted Christmas presents or she wanted to go and watch Michael Jordan play. She was like, I want to go watch Michael Jordan. Mental.
Yeah, it is mad.
Cancel Christmas just to go and watch Michael Jordan and dunk. What if he had a bad game as well? But I think the thing was the thing was with Michael Jordan, he didn't really have many bad games. So Messi.
He's injured though. Imagine seeing that, and he's not picked. He's got a dodgy knee or something.
Even 2 minutes in, injured. Oof.
Yeah.
I'd be asking for my money back, I
reckon. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll conclude. I think England are going to win the Euros.
Yeah, I'm going Belgium. I'm sticking to my bet.
I think we can.
Portugal's a shout.
Whether I'm saying we will or not, I don't know. But I certainly think we can. I certainly think we've got the squad to do so. I think some of the players that have learned from 2018 and now a lot more mature, a lot more filled out as just physically and mentally, they can lend a hand to more aspects other than just being on the pitch, you know what I mean, in terms of the preparation of themselves and the younger teammates that are there with advice and what have you. I think it can be strong. just think it's up to Southgate to channel that now, and like it's not all on his shoulders at all. I'm not saying that, but if we have a bad tournament, then he's gone as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, because when you got a squad like that, you would expect to get somewhere. Like regardless of who's managing, you expect a team like that to do something.
Yeah, if we get quarterfinals onwards, and I think he can survive for another tournament.
I think it says a lot as well when you
It
struggle to
depends who we
pick a
play as well. It does depend
squad.
who we play. Like if even if we were to beat Portugal in that round of 16 or whatever, if we were to play them there, if we
Yeah.
were to then get knocked out by Sweden in the quarters, I think he'd still lose his job.
Yeah,
I think
because
it's consistency, isn't it?
you expect to win them games.
You have to, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing, and that's the thing I've always sort of felt like people like France, Germany go into certain games knowing that they are going to win, not thinking they're gonna win, like knowing like we're gonna win this.
Yeah.
I feel like England, whether it's our fault as fans, we don't do that. Like we hesitate and we bottle it in a sense. I think me as a fan, like I say, I think we're gonna win. Like there's a doubt in the back of my mind, of course there is, but
yeah,
you know what I mean. I don't think we have the same confidence. So I think it's not our fault. It's PTSD, isn't it? Like,
but then again, when you've got it like that, you also have that if that day does come where we do win something, it will mean so much more to us than it will to any German that has won anything. It will mean that'll be our summer made. Like for a German, like they're going in expecting to win.
It the highlight of our
expect to win. Yeah, like
literally probably would be the highlight of our decade unless we were to go on and win a World Cup or something. But
yeah,
I agree, mate.
well, that's going to be the problem though. If we do end up winning this, there will be this expectation now.
Yeah,
right,
from there,
go do it in the World Cup now.
Yeah, where do we go? Yeah, that's exciting. Right, that's about an hour and a half. It's a bit of an improvement. On what
also, one last thing before we go. If anyone watching this scans this code, tell me what song it is in the comments, and I'll I don't know, give you a kiss.
Hey, COVID and that. He won't give you a kiss. He'll give you a fist bump, a nice hygienic fist bump.
Sanitized.
Fist bump. Sanitized. Right. Peace out, everyone. Thanks for listening. Like, subscribe, do all that.